This is that first gun I bought for 600 bucks. Took the gun and then I machined all new top and side and all the stuff I made by hand. It says Heartbreaker on it. I've turned down over 25 grand for it. It like kind of sparked like, wow, you know, like people appreciate that kind of hand craftsmanship.
This is Jesse James. He's built an empire off of the unlikely combination of custom motorcycles and television shows. And now he's making guns.
That's it. I come from South Central LA where it's like home invasion robberies and carjackings, so like if you don't have a pump action shotgun in your house, you're dumb. You know, you're a dummy.
Jesse James Firearms Unlimited, with the cheeky acronym JJFU, follows a string of lucrative businesses. Arguably much of Jesse's success has come from marketing his unique personality. He's a biker with "Pay Up, Sucker" tattooed on the palm of his hand, but he's also disarmingly friendly and straightforward. When I first contacted JJFU about coming down to the workshop in Austin, I expected the usual endless back and forth with PR people. Instead, Jesse personally sent me this 5-word email.
Come on, dogs!
Jesse takes popular gun models like the AR-15 and the 1911, but recreates them in his own personal style, a style that he tries to make timeless.
It's easy to do stuff that's in the now, you know, put skulls and barbed wire all over it and make it trendy. But like when you put it in your safe and then pull it out in 15 years, you're going to be like, what the f was I thinking? That looks terrible.
Jesse isn't just managing a shop. He's spending hours in front of his forge every day, doing some pretty advanced metalwork. For instance, the wood-like pattern on this pistol isn't a paint job. It's called Damascus steel, and it takes about 3 days for him to make a single piece.
Damascus is basically the same type of material they use to make samurai swords out of. You just forge it and then cut it and then fold it over and then 2, then 4. This is 450 layers, so you can imagine the time, how time-consuming it is. Super labor-intensive for like a cool effect. In 2010, I had a shop and 200 employees, completely vertical manufacturing. I was miserable. Sometimes bigger and more money and more responsibility and more bull. That's not success.
The elephant in the room with that time in Jesse's life is his very public divorce with actress Sandra Bullock. He became a pariah in LA and ended up making a fresh start in Austin, inspired by an experience he'd had a year earlier.
In 2009, I went to Israel and lived on a kibbutz and apprenticed to be a blacksmith with the best like traditional blacksmith in the world, a man named Yuri Hoffi. And then just started reconnecting with my hands-on work again. I'm gonna be 45. You start thinking about your own mortality and like, what is your legacy? It's between actual success that you can hold in your hand and touch, or perceived success, which is like, oh, I sold so many stocks. Oh, really? Big deal, you know? Craftsmanship is the legacy that'll last forever.